Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today. As always, if you're watching in recording, you're welcome to fast forward or stay with us as we say our hellos. I'm gonna check the sound now. Hello, hello. Cannot hear myself. Oh, right now I can. Hello?
Hear myself?
Oh, perfect. My computer was muted, duh. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Ari. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Joey. All right, it is time for us to start. So, Pema Chodron writes, we are all a mixture of aggression and loving kindness, hard-heartedness and tender-heartedness, small-mindedness and forgiving open mind. We are not a fixed, predictable, static identity that anyone can point to and say, you're always like this, you're always the same. Life's energy is never static. It is as shifting, fluid, changing as the weather. Sometimes we like how we're feeling, sometimes we don't, and then we like it again, and then we don't. Happy and sad, comfortable and uncomfortable, alternate continually. This is how it is for everyone. But behind our views and opinions, our hopes and fears about what's happening, the dynamic energy of life is always here, unchanged by our reactions of like and dislike. And how we relate to this dynamic flow of energy is very important. We can learn to relax with it, recognizing it as our basic ground, as a natural part of life, or the feeling of uncertainty, of nothing to hold on to, can cause us to panic, and instantly a chain reaction begins. We panic, we get hooked, and then our habits take over and we just spiral out of control. Our energy and the energy of the universe are always in flux, but we have so little intolerance for this unpredictability, and we have little ability to see ourselves and the world as an exciting, fluid situation that is always fresh and new. Instead, we somehow get stuck in a rut, the rut of I want and I don't want, the rut of continually getting hooked by our personal preferences instead of just relaxing into the natural flow of life, this natural changes that are like weather. The source of our unease is this unfulfillable longing for a lasting certainty and security, for something solid to hold on to. Unconsciously, somehow we expect that if we could just get the right job, the right partner, the right something, our lives would run smoothly. And when anything unexpected happens, or anything not to our liking happens, we think that everything has gone terribly wrong. Even at the most mundane level, we get so easily triggered. Someone cuts in front of us, we get seasonal allergies, our favorite restaurant is closed when we arrive for dinner, and we completely lose it. We are never encouraged to experience the ebb and flow of our moods, of our health, of the weather, of outer events, pleasant and unpleasant, in their fullness. Instead, we stay caught in a fearful, narrow holding pattern of avoiding pain and continually seeking comfort. And this is the universal dilemma. But when we pause, allow a gap, and breathe deeply, we can experience instant refreshment. Suddenly we slow down, look out, and there's the world. It can feel like briefly standing in the eye of the tornado or the still point of a turning wheel. Our mood may be agitated or cheerful. What we see and hear may be chaos, or it may be the ocean, the mountains, or birds flying across a clear blue sky. Either way, momentarily our mind is still and we're not pulled in or pushed away by what we're experiencing. Only if we just allow this pause. Or we may experience this pause as awkward, fearful, impatient, embarrassingly self-conscious. And we often do if we don't allow ourselves to practice it on a regular basis. And the approach to practice this mindful pause is quite radical. We're just encouraged to get comfortable with whatever the experience may be. We're encouraged to drop the storyline and simply pause, look out, and breathe. Simply be present for a few seconds. a few minutes, a few hours, a whole lifetime, present with our shifting energies and with the unpredictability of life as it unfolds. And that allows us to wholly partake in all experiences, just exactly as they are, not trying to run away or grasp after something. So today, let's do a practice with that in mind. This exercise involves giving your friendly attention to the experience, the felt sense of an emotion, dropping the story, and connecting to the underlying feeling, this non-verbal experience. So as always, take a comfortable position and take a few moments to settle. Settle into your body, into your breath, into this moment right here, right now. Remember to let your breath be natural. There is no need to watch it like a hawk. You're just feeling yourself breathe in and out. No struggle. Allowing all the experiences of the present moment to just flow through you as energy. See if you can get a sense of spaciousness in your breath. And now bring up a memory that carries with it a strong emotion. Maybe it's quote unquote bad emotion or quote unquote good one. Whatever it is, check in with yourself. What does this emotion feel like? Find its texture, maybe its color. Feel where it is located in your body. And remember, you are looking for felt answers, not words. And if thoughts come up and distract you, just note that, thinking, and come back to just experiencing. Come back to just finding the feeling. It is said that all experiences arise and subside. Is that your experience now as well? As you notice this underlying feeling behind the storyline of the emotion, do you feel that the felt sense is changing somehow? Thoughts can cause the energy of emotions to freeze or dwell for a long time. And if we let go of the thoughts, drop the story, the energy can move. Is that your experience? And of course, we're so much in our head all the time that it may be quite challenging to find this felt sense. So if you catch yourself describing the emotion with a word, maybe pleasant, unpleasant, or painful, tight, whatever it is, ask yourself, what does this word feel like? What does pleasant or unpleasant or painful feel like? What does this word you're using to describe the emotion really feel? Breathe in and out easily, simply feeling the underlying senses, experiencing them and resting in this experience. If you're experiencing a really strong emotion, you might want to breathe a little bit more deeply so that a sense of space and openness and friendliness can come in and support you. And if you are feeling absolutely nothing at all, just a blank neutral state, breathe in and out and simply note, what does this blank and neutral state feel like? Or what does numb feel like? If you're feeling resistance to doing this, experience that. You can just keep asking yourself the same question. What is this? What does it feel like? And whether it's boredom, resistance, overwhelm, pain, pleasure, drowsiness, try to get at the experience by simply asking yourself, what does this feel like? Remember, you're not looking for a verbal answer. You're looking to go into the experience itself. And whatever it is you're feeling right now, just sit with it. Sit in this home base of your being, this vast spaciousness of your mind, the open dimension of you. You're not trying to breathe the strong emotion away, but there can be the feeling of having a lot of space around the emotion. Maybe you feel less smothered by it. In this exercise, we're training for real life, because strong emotions will come in our life, and they do come every day, many times. And through meditation, we learn to give these emotions space so that we can feel more settled when they arise. So whatever you're experiencing now, what does that feel like? And now gently let go of this practice, and as always, scan your body, noticing what's going on for you right now. Physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you really? And as you go through your day today, I invite you to continue this exercise of dropping the story and connecting directly with the emotion. It's not easy by any stretch of imagination, but we can train ourselves to do it. And when we do that, if only for a few fleeting moments, we open up to spaciousness and feel more settled with whatever is happening in our life. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you on Saturday. Tomorrow is Lorna's breathing practice. Enjoy.